Everyone. Um, in today's tutorial, we're going to do something a bit advanced. This tutorial is particularly not for absolute beginners. Probably for someone maybe intermediate C sharp students. Before we start, I'll just show you the program we're going to create in this tutorial. So I'll just go ahead and run the program. I've already written the program. I'll just show you how it works. So it's like a scene cat. Wherever you move the mouse, as you can see, the cat looks at the position of the mouse pointer. So yeah, that's what we're going to try and create. So if you notice my mouse pointer, if I move it there, if I move it here, wherever I go, the eyes of the cat tracks it. So I'll show you how I created that. So to start off, I'll just close this. I think to show you how it's done, it's probably better to take you through um, the whole project. That's from scratch, from beginning to end. So as you saw, I used Visual Studio. To start off, I just went to Google. Just go to Google and look for the image of any cat. I think I'll just start from the beginning. Let's go ahead and open the image of the cat I got from Google search. So I go here, I think I dropped it here, here, looking cat. I think it's this one. Let's see. By the way, I used GIMP to edit the picture. Okay, it's not this one. This is the one I already edited. I want to bring out the original image. This is not it. I might have to go and download it again. Let's try this one. Okay, it's not. I'll have to just go ahead and download it again. Okay, that means I have to start my internet. Really didn't want to do that. See if I can find it. Resources. Terrible. Okay, let's see here. Okay, yeah, I think it's here. Okay, I found it. Okay, so this is the original image I got from Google search. As you can see, the eyes are actually black, not green, as you saw. I had to edit that. So I'll just open it with GIMP to prepare it for the program. I'll go ahead and open with GIMP. It doesn't matter which image processing software you use. You can use Photoshop. In fact, you can even use Windows Paint. Doesn't matter. So I use this color picker tool and just picked the greenish side of the eyes. So I'll pick that. So it has recorded the color, and then I go ahead and choose I think ink paintbrush. Okay, the paintbrush tool. We increase the size to 80. Yeah, and then we select. Okay, I'm already on the foreground color. Okay, I can go ahead and start painting. So if the size of the brush is small, like okay, sorry, if the size of the brush is small, like sometimes by default, if you open GIMP, the size of the brush is very small. You can see if you're going to paint it this way, it's going to take you forever. So you can just bump up the size of the brush, take it to like 100 and something. So that's easier. Oh, and by the way, I don't think I use this kind of brush. I think I use the oil painting brush. Let's see if I can find it. I'm not good with GIMP, just so you know. If I can't find it, I think we'll just use that. It's like it's an option in the type of brush you can use. It's oil painter. Okay, I can't find. Doesn't matter. Let's just use this paintbrush and go ahead and paint it. But if you do use the oil paint, it's much better. It looks better than this. Okay, so I'll do this also. If you notice, what we're trying to do is just like you saw in the original program when we run it. You have to make the eyeball one color. You don't want that black in, because you want in the program you want to create your own pupil. Okay, the pupil is generated by your code, so you don't want the pupil that comes with the original image. Okay, so I've finished that. I'll just go ahead and select I think this magic wand tool. Okay, so what it does is that it selects it kind of crops the image by this setting, or by the I don't know how to explain it, but it just kind of selects only the cat and leaves out the background. Okay, we want to remove the background. We don't want the background. You can leave the background, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you leave the background. It's just that in Visual Studio, when you load it, you're going to have a white background, which I didn't want. So I'll just click on the white background. You can see it automatically selects the cat only, or it selects the background only without the cat. So I can hit delete now and delete the background. Now what you should know is if you go to, sometimes if you click on it, it doesn't work. So I'll just show you under this threshold. Exactly, if suppose the threshold is very high, that's for the magic wand tool. This threshold setting, suppose it's very high, if you click on it, notice what happens. You can see it selects part of the card. So if you try to delete now, it's going to delete part of the card. So you don't want that. So to rectify that, you have to make sure this threshold is very low. And if it's too low, I think you will be selecting part of the, anyway, even this is okay, but you don't want it too low sometimes. Like let's say 0, then I think it will select everything. Okay, even this works, so it doesn't matter. So I'll just use 3. I like this. I'll go ahead and click delete on my keyboard, and you can see it gets rid of the background, so I don't have the background anymore, a white background. So after that, I'll go to image and choose crop. All these things I'm doing, it's not really necessary. The main thing you want to do is just color the eyes. So I'll choose crop to content. Okay, yeah, crop to content, and it crops. It just selects only the cat. So I'll go to file and choose export. I'll export as, and I want to export it as PNG. The reason why you want PNG is because PNG is transparent. You can have transparency in PNG, meaning this black background you're seeing here, by the time you load the cat in Visual Studio, this black will not be colored black. It will be completely transparent. So whatever is behind the cat is what will show here. Okay, so that's why we're not exporting it as JPG. So I'll go ahead and change this to lookingcat.png, PNG, and let's put it somewhere we can find it easily. Let's go to desktop, my apps. Yeah, that's where I normally keep the tutorials data. So I'll call it, since I already have a looking cat. Oh, okay, that's .jpg, but anyway, it's good to change this. I'll call it new seeing cat.png. Okay, I'll go ahead and click export and hit export again. And when it's done, okay, I think it's done now. So I can go ahead and close my game. we no longer need GIMP anymore. Okay, so this is the folder where I put it. As you can see, this is what I've just done. This is the image I just created. Okay. Okay, sorry. I think we still need GIMP for some measurements like the eyes and whatnot. So go ahead and open it on in GIMP again. I'll right click, choose open with, and choose GIMP. Sorry about that. There are just some minor measurements you want to take note of. So you want to get a pen and just use is this measurement tool. Okay, before you even select the measuring tool, you can go to image. I think there's a place where you can see the size of your image. Um, Image properties, exactly. If you go to image properties, you can see the size of the image. Okay, so it's 1894 by 2632. Now this is way too large for us to use in Visual Studio. Not that it can't take it, but it can take it. But by the time you put it, you'll see that the image, as we're looking at this image now, is only at 25%. Let me enlarge it so you see it at 100%. So you see what happens. This is the original size of the image, and this is not what we want. So we want to make sure we reduce the size, like we shrink it down to a workable size. So to do that, let me see. I hope I can remember this. I'm so bad at image editing. I'll go to image and choose resize if there's anything like that. Sorry, I'm wasting most of the time. Canvas size, no, it's not the canvas size. I think it's the image, scale image. Yeah, let's choose scale image. Exactly. Now you want to make sure you don't want to tamper with the aspect ratio. So just keep this the chained. This chain means if you change the width of the image, then the height is also going to change automatically to make sure the aspect ratio of the image is maintained. Okay, so just leave that chained and just reduce it. Let's reduce it to a width of let's say 600 pixels. Okay, so we're going to use 600 pixels for the width, and then the height is going to be 1907 because automatically it's selecting that. So before we click OK, let's just take note of the width of your image is 600 pixels. I'm writing that down on my notes, and then the height of the image is 1907 pixels. Actually, that's still too much, but I think this is a workable size. But let's reduce that. Let's reduce the width to say 400. Yeah, 400. And choose and press enter. Okay, that's actually better. So the width is 400 and the height is 556 pixels. So I'll change my notes to width is 400 pixels and the height is 556 pixels. Okay, so I'll go ahead and click scale, and you can see this is going to be the size that is the size at 100%. If you look down here, you see it's 100%. So this is going to be the size. I'll go ahead and export this again. File, export as, and I'll use the same name, new scene cards, so it will override the the one I just exported. Okay, now the next thing I said, we are going to take some measurements. Already we've taken the width of the image, so we know the width, we know the height of the image. Next thing we want to do is, if you come up here where this ruler is in GIMP, you can just click and drag down and take about a ballpark, an estimate of the center of the eyeball. Okay, I'll click that and I'll release that, and then go to the left where the ruler is, click and hold and drag, and just set that to just about the center of the eyeball. That's for the left eye. Repeat that for the right eye. And why we're doing this is we want to know the position on the image where the center of the left eye is and the center of the right eye is. Okay, we want to know that before we take it to Visual Studio. Okay, so by doing that, we can now take a measuring tool. Let's see if I can find that. It's so I so hate GIMP. Well, not that I hate GIMP. It's just that I'm not good with GIMP. I think this is the measuring tool. Is it? Reverse the layer. No, that's not it. Maybe I should pause the video and find it. Okay, I'll go. Oh, okay. I think this is it. No, this unified transform tool. No, no. Okay, I'll go ahead and pause the video and look for the measuring tool. Okay. No, not that. Okay, sorry about that. I found it. It's under tools, and then you see measure. That's it has a shortcut of Shift plus M. So I'll just click that and measure the size. What I want to do is I want to measure from the left. Okay, I'll click from the left of the image from here, and then drag it to here, to the center of the left eye. Okay, now this is the X component. As you can see, is 122 pixels. Down here you see the measurement. So the left eye, I'll just go down in my notes and I'll take notes. Left eyeball center is at 122 pixels. Okay, then I'll do the same again for the right eye. Oh, sorry, not from there. I'll just cancel that. I'll take it from here to here. So that's the right eye center. If you look at it down there, it's 270 pixels. So I'll take right eye ball center is 270 pixels. Okay, now for if you notice the distance from the top, that's from the top of the image to the center of the eye, of the left eye and the right eye, they're all the same, so we don't need to do it twice. We'll just measure one. So I'll just measure that. So what we have there is 192 pixels. Okay, so the left eyeball center from top, that's the Y component, is 192 pixels, and the Y component for the right eye is also 192 pixels. Okay, so I think that's about it. That's about everything we need to take, the measurements we need to take from GIMP. We can go ahead and did I export this? Oh yes, I did. Okay, so we can go ahead and close GIMP, and what's that? There's one image with unsaved changes. No need. Okay, so I've taken the measurements. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to go head into Visual Studio, and I'll see you in the next video, or maybe I'll at the end of it all. I think I'll join the two videos or several videos. I just don't want it to be too long.